My homies, you see my dancer in the back? That is my boy Skylar. We're at JF Marine. I'm going to show you what I think is super cool. So, power poles. Practically a necessity if you're running a bass boat. But the one thing that you might not know is there are a few accessories that make your power poles super power poles. Like, you know, like you get the little, like the S in front of, like, you know what I mean? Like Superman. Yeah. Little stupid joke. But what I'm going to do in this video, I'm going to show you guys a couple power pole accessories that literally just make power poles, which are already, in my opinion, the best. I love my power poles, make them even better. But especially if you're like me and you wanted to go to 10-foot blades, you wanted to go to a longer power pole, but we're worried about space, parking your boat, fitting into certain spaces, you're gonna like this. Hit that like and subscribe button. I'm gonna show you the top accessories for your power poles. So the first thing I want to show you is probably the cream of the crop of all the accessories that I have on the power poles. So as you guys can see, these are not your standard 8-foot blades. I opted on this boat for 10-foot blades, a little bit taller, but what it's gonna do is it's gonna enable me to fish those deeper flats. And we see a lot of them in Alabama and on a lot of these semi-flat lakes where you get those flat points, 6 to 8, 6 to 9, 6 to 10 feet. And you really want to post down, but you can't, you know, spot lock's going to spin you around. You might not be able to look at what you want to on forward facing. So I went with the bigger poles, and the only reason I did that is literally because of these guys right here. So these are Hydrilla Gear folding brackets. What they enable me to do is take these poles right here, and it's much like on the Talons. I think Talons already had this option, and I can fold these poles forward and basically take them off the, you know, off the height that they have. And where it's going to be important is in a couple situations. One, I have a carport for my boat because I want to keep it nice and all that. Well, that carport, especially the one we stay at in Gunnersville, is very low, and frankly I need to lower. Basically what I do is lower my power poles a little bit before I go under it, turn my motor all the way down. That is no longer an issue. I can literally click these things, fold that power pole forward, and I'm good to go to get under there. Same concept, a bridge. Fish a lot of bridges on Gunnersville, and even, you know, Pickwick, things like that. Any place you need to get under a little sneaky bridge to get back to a flat during the spawn or whatever, a little sneaky spot spring during the summer, you can literally click those things, disengage them, fold them forward, get under whatever you need to get under, and pop them right back up. Gives you a lot of flexibility in the places you can get into or the places that you can park your boat. Here's the other cool thing. I am not doing this option, but what's nice is this is plug and play, click and rig kind of deal. So basically when these guys put these brackets on and actually put the actual pole on, they were able to simply add these Hydrilla Gear brackets on each side, and they literally just click in. So you click the power pole in, you lock it, and it's on. There's also quick connects that you can get, so you can basically unclick your hydraulic line, and you can literally take your power poles off. So if you want to take them off without getting oil, hydraulic fluid all over the place, making a huge mess, going through a whole bunch of de-installation, you can just click them out, use those quick connects to pop out, and you can literally just take your power poles off your boat. The second accessory is the Hydrilla Gear Broadhead, just like it sounds, right? If you bow hunt, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Basically, it's a pointed tip that gets epoxied onto your power pole. Super sharp, super pointed. So if you ever had that experience when your power pole down in a bar or maybe like a grass flat and you're slipping a little, or maybe like rocks. Rocks are a great example. Gravel bars, rocks, and you just feel them sliding a little bit. I'm not saying this is going to 100% solve your problem, but it's going to give you a better fixture, a better sort of point of entry and sort of penetration when it comes to the power poles dropping and going down. Super strong, super pointed, and just a little bit more stability when you're actually power poled down. And the last thing is another headache solver, and it's something that I get absolutely annoyed with. So you go out, you fish all day, it's like 7 o'clock, 6:30, the sun starts going down, and you're like, dude, I want to stay out, I want to fish for another 30 minutes, but I do not want to get out my anchor light. Same thing with like the morning of a tournament, you know? You're like, dude, I'm gonna have to take this thing down anyways. Why do I need to get it out? So what my buddy Rich did is he actually designed a power pole light. So that is an anchor light that is wired right up to my touchscreen on my Z20. So no more getting out light posts, no more co-anglers smashing the light post. I know you guys know about that. So basically I can turn that light post on. I can turn it on when I'm sitting out there floating around at 7:30 trying to get an extra 5 minutes in, or in the morning before a tournament. If I ever fish a tournament again, I can turn it on. I don't have to pull that light post, put it back in the rod locker when I'm done. Super like streamlined, super simple, and it's all integrated in. And since I got these 10-foot blades, it's extra high, people can see me, totally safe and no problem. Big shout out to my boy Skylar at GF Marine. They literally did a lot of this for me because I'm not super handy, but I learned a lot in the process. But a few power pole accessories that literally, they might not change your life, but they're gonna upgrade your power poles to super power poles. You like that? Yeah. But you know, the tilt brackets, if you're interested in doing 10-foot blades, they solve all the issues that you run into when you run 10-foot blades. The points, the broadheads, it's going to give you a little better fixture, a little better lockdown wherever you're dropping those poles, hard bottom, soft bottom, just about whatever. It's also going to reinforce the tip of your power pole too. And then that anchor light, that LED anchor light, it's all integrated into your wire system. No more pulling the light post, putting it in your rod locker. You don't need to store one in your rod locker. All the headaches. You know, the light goes out and you didn't know it went out, allows you to fish a couple extra minutes. Things like that just make your fishing trip more efficient and more enjoyable. I'm going to put links to all this stuff down in the description box so you can go check it out. My boy Rich from Hydrilla Gear, he's a super cool dude, bass angler, offshore angler, just a cool angler. Go check him out, dude. He makes some super cool stuff to kind of stud out those power poles. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Pimp out your power poles, hit that like and subscribe button. We will see you with some more boat rigging.